There was once a time in India when worshipping the goddess alone was considered incomplete. According to certain Tantric traditions, practitioners first had to invoke mysterious female beings known as the Yoginis. And these were not ordinary goddesses. They were believed to be fierce, untamed manifestations of cosmic energy itself. In fact, some traditions claimed that without honoring the Yoginis, even the worship of powerful deities could remain incomplete. But who were these beings? Why were entire temples built exclusively for them? Why were many of these temples constructed without roofs? And why do so few people know about them today? In this video, we explore one of the most mysterious among them, Yamuna Yogini. A yogini associated with purification, spiritual flow, protection, prosperity, and the cleansing of negative energies. But as we will discover, understanding Yamuna Yogini means uncovering an entire lost world of Tantra, secret rituals, ancient temples, and legends so strange that they continue to fascinate scholars and spiritual seekers alike. Within Shakta Tantra, Yoginis are not considered minor deities. They are regarded as living manifestations of Shakti, the primordial cosmic energy that sustains the universe. Unlike the more familiar forms of the goddess, Yoginis are often described as wild, independent, and immensely powerful spiritual beings. Yamuna Yogini is one such yogini. She is traditionally associated with purity, emotional healing, protection, prosperity, and above all, flow. Her connection to the sacred Yamuna River is deeply symbolic. Tantric practitioners believed that just as a river must continue flowing in order to remain pure, human consciousness must also remain in constant flow. According to certain traditions, when this inner flow becomes blocked, negativity, emotional suffering, and spiritual stagnation begin to appear. Meditation upon Yamuna Yogini was therefore believed to help cleanse negative karmas and restore balance within the body's subtle energy channels. But this raises an even bigger question. Why exactly were there 64 yoginis? Why not 50 or 100? The number 64 holds profound significance within Tantra. Some traditions interpret it as representing 64 dimensions of human existence. Others associate it with 64 tantras or hidden streams of sacred knowledge. Certain esoteric schools even describe each yogini as an energetic key, a gateway to unlocking specific dimensions of consciousness and spiritual perfection. In this understanding, the 64 yoginis collectively represent the complete spectrum of cosmic energy. And Yamuna Yogini is one of those 64 sacred forces. The mysteries surrounding the yoginis are inseparable from one of India's most unusual architectural traditions, the Chausath Yogini temples. These rare circular temples, found in places such as Hirapur in Odisha and Morena in Madhya Pradesh, continue to puzzle historians and archaeologists. Many of these temples were intentionally built without roofs, open directly to the sky. Why? According to popular legends, these roofless designs allowed the yoginis to freely travel through the cosmos at night. There is no historical evidence supporting this claim, yet the legend has survived for centuries and remains one of the most enduring mysteries surrounding the yoginis. Some researchers and practitioners view these circular temples as much more than places of worship. Their womb-like architecture and sacred geometric layouts have led many to describe them as ancient tantric universities or powerful ritual centers. These spaces were believed to function as enormous energy mandalas where yogis, mystics, and practitioners invoked divine forces for protection, prosperity, spiritual advancement, and extraordinary experiences. Perhaps the most surprising aspect of Yogini worship is its importance within Tantric practice itself. According to several traditional lineages, Yogini worship was once considered an essential component of advanced Tantra. The renowned Tantra scholar and practitioner Rajarshi Nandi has explained that Yogini worship was never meant for casual practitioners. It was traditionally performed within highly specialized ritual systems known as Yogini Krama. These rituals were often kept secret. Special mantras were used. Specific ritual diagrams, known as mandalas, were prepared. And according to certain traditions, a complete ritual could involve not only 64 yoginis, but also 64 bhairavas. Many traditions also teach that every Mahavidya, the great wisdom goddesses of Tantra, is accompanied by specific yoginis. For example, traditions speak of yoginis associated with Kali, Tara, and the other Mahavidyas. Some lineages maintain that 8 principal yoginis remain eternally present around every Mahavidya. For this reason, certain practitioners believe that Yogini worship forms an indispensable part of Mahavidya worship itself. Traditional Tantra also places great importance on honoring specific spiritual forces before undertaking major rituals. In some traditions, offerings are first made to Ganapati, Vataka Bhairava, Kshetrapala Bhairava, and Yogini energies. These offerings are not considered symbolic alone. Mantra, ritual gesture, intention, and precise procedure are all regarded as essential components. Without them, practitioners believe the ritual remains incomplete. Because of this, Yogini worship has long been regarded as one of the more guarded and esoteric branches of Tantra. The Yogini tradition is also deeply connected, according to many lineages, with the sacred site of Kamakhya. And it is here that we encounter one of the most extraordinary legends in Indian spiritual history, the legend of Matsyendranath. According to tradition, Matsyendranath, one of the great masters of the Nath tradition, was once swallowed by an enormous fish and carried deep into the ocean. Inside the belly of that fish, he is said to have overheard a secret conversation between Shiva and Parvati concerning the hidden teachings of Tantra. By listening to this divine dialogue, Matsyendranath received profound Tantric knowledge. But some traditions go even further. They claim that Matsyendranath was later instructed directly by the yoginis themselves, not by human teachers, by the yoginis. Whether history, symbolism, or legend, these stories reveal the immense importance that yoginis once held within India's spiritual landscape. To understand Yamuna Yogini, therefore, is not simply to learn about one forgotten goddess. It is to glimpse an entire spiritual tradition that once flourished across India and whose mysteries continue to endure. A tradition where divine feminine power was not merely worshipped. It was experienced, invoked, and, according to some traditions, encountered directly. So, what do you think? Were the yoginis symbolic expressions of cosmic forces, advanced spiritual archetypes, or something far more mysterious? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you would like to continue exploring the hidden world of the 64 yoginis, be sure to subscribe, because in our next episode, we will uncover another forgotten yogini and the secrets surrounding her.